instructions, no cheating. And I will tell you, I did this with preschoolers this past week, so that was interesting.
Tonight we had our first meeting for Women in STEM, the Women in STEM Club. It's a club for all those young ladies who are in the STEM fields, which is a pretty broad field. We felt there was a need for that because the STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math, have a shortage of females in them. They tend to be dominated by males. And we were concerned that we've read surveys of what's a barrier for women to join the STEM fields, and there seems to be that kind of intimidation factor. Not that anyone's meaning for intimidation, but just kind of a fear of the unknown and maybe a lack of a support group. So we wanted to use this club as a support group for any young women who are interested in the STEM fields.
The reason I have come here today to this club is because I am excited to see and learn from the mentors that they'll bring in, the speakers that they'll bring in, to encourage us, keep going in these fields that you're in. You may be the only female in your class, but that puts you at an advantage.
So I guess my interest in STEM, or my interest in engineering, went back further though than arriving at Virginia Tech when I was a freshman. It probably went back to when I was a little girl and we lived next to a creek, and my favorite thing to do was to go out and dam up the creek. And so I would, and I would dig the mud out of the bottom of the creek and get whatever bricks I could find from behind the house and put them all together and just build stuff. So my interest was really in building stuff. It wasn't in engineering.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Put the marshmallow on top.
Well, we're hoping to build a great network of young women in the club to help each other out. We'd like to build a network of mentors from all different fields in the STEM realm that can help these young ladies find careers, make good decisions. So we're really hoping for networking and to let these girls know what their options are, that there's so many options out there and how to find those options and go for them.
Yeah, I liked his idea, and that I also was thinking of doing something basically some sort of bracing. I was in a different program that was an administrative assistant type program, and I was just talking to Diane in a casual conversation and just shared with her that it really wasn't fitting for me and it really wasn't working out like I thought it was going to, and I wasn't really happy there. And I just started to share with her, well, I like to work on my car. I like to write papers. I like English, but I don't want to be an English major because I don't want to be an English teacher, and I don't want to be a writer.
You can have the robot, and you can have the last station. That way we can reset the system and go very quickly in case.
She said, I think you should talk to Dan Horine, who is the head of the Mechatronics program at Western. He's always trying to find students. He's always looking for students, trying to build up that program, and I think you should come talk to him with me and see if that would be something you'd be interested in. So I went with Diane and met with Dan in the Mechatronics lab, and he showed me the sim cell, and that was pretty much it. I was hooked after that.
That's exactly what you hear, bam, right? Because it wasn't aligned properly.
I found in Mechatronics a program that I could use both my hands and my head at the same time. I am the only female out of 10 students. And people do ask me sometimes, even a student in my class asked me, another student said, do you feel awkward ever when you're the only girl in the class? And I say, no, I don't feel awkward because I see it as an advantage because I'm almost guaranteed that the instructor will know who I am. They will know my name because I stand out because I am the only girl in a lot of the classes.